Test, 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 test. Test, test, test. Am I live? I think I am. Hello, chat. Have you liked this? Have you subscribed? Yes. I have now. Start poll. Mateo, what's good, dude? Welcome, welcome. I did some of your Wordles this morning. The video is gonna come out overtime today. I have them being posted from now to 7 p.m. I made 6 videos this morning for Costina. So, keep an eye on the Costina channel if you want to see the Wordles you submitted. Test, test, test. Oh, wrong button. Hit record. Test, 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 test. Let me check my drive space real quick. I'm stuck in the bus right now. Wild. Test, test, test. I think we're good. Hello, chat. We are currently on the hardcore world. We are going to be trying to... Hussein, welcome to the stream, by the way. We are going to be trying to complete the Melon temple that we started building over there last stream. And, yeah, that's it. We have a bunch of plants here. We wanted to make magenta dye. And I also wanted to make... Losing my train of thought. Let's start with the magenta dye. We're going to make magenta glass. And... Did you stop streaming on Twitch? Yeah, I can't afford it anymore, unfortunately. I only stopped doing it because I can't pay for Streamlabs Ultra anymore. Alright. We have 44 magenta dye. That is perfect. Let's put that there. Let's put this here. Yeah, sorry, Glue Gunner. I know, I like Twitch better too, at least in terms of widgets. The YouTube community is much better though. And the platform itself is just upheld better. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do first. Apparently my keybinds are messed up. Oh, I don't have the minimap mod right now. I forgot to turn it back on. I turned it off because I was doing YouTube Shorts earlier. Dang it. Chat, we might get lost. Okay, the spawn coords are basically 0, so it's fine. But I had to turn off minimap because I was playing on a server yesterday that has minimap banned. Yo, Wall! We were just talking about you yesterday because I was like, Wall should be a moderator because AJ and Nina are moderators on my streams. So now you have moderator, Wall. So welcome. Alright, we are looking for sand because we are going to build a chapel roof at the top of the temple that we are constructing this stream. So we have to go look for more sand. I'm so excited for tomorrow. I hope... Honestly, I probably won't even be able to try Mounts of Mayhem on this world tomorrow because all the dependency mods that I'm doing, all the dependency mods that I need aren't going to be updated in time. But hopefully they will be updated relatively soon after. So where we left off, we're working on a melon temple. We're building a large melon farm that is going to be our main source of emeralds in the early game. But before we do that, we have to build the structure it's going to be in. I stayed up last night. Well, not intentionally, but I was up last night, so I spent some time working on the lore of this world. And I don't know if you guys are going to like it, but I like it, and that's what matters. I think it's good so far. I think I'm coming up with good ideas. I also came up with a bunch of builds I would like to do in this world, specifically on the main island for now. We'll move away from the main island eventually. I think I'm going the right way. I have a generally good idea of where everything is in this world at this point, even though I don't have the minimap mod on. Did you like my Wordle of choice? Yeah, that's the second time I've received that Wordle, bro. That's the second time. I'm glad you like the blue wall. I messed with my OBS settings a little bit. Are you planning on playing on Baldunia still? If not, it's okay too. I really want to. I was talking to AJ about this, and he kind of agreed. The way I started that made it sound like a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's just when you... It's hard to balance multiple Minecraft worlds, and when you start a new one that you seem to be enjoying more, it's hard to go back to the other ones. So right now, this is like the only world I'm playing on just because I like it so much. I might take a break and work on Baldunia soon, though. I would like to go back to that server. We should do some events on the server. Just to, like, encourage people to play. I'm sure you guys don't need encouragement, though. I think you've been playing consistently. Did you know the boat... I don't know what that's supposed to say. Did you know the boat Shen, you fall with it? When you fall with it, you can't get damage? Yes, I did know that. What's the bad news, Hussein? I do really want to go back to it. At least for a guest appearance every so often. I need to finish getting my gear on Baldunia, because I was in the process of getting a good armor set with the help of Lance, and then I just stopped logging on. So I could log on, finish getting my armor, and then take a break, and I'll just show up for a guest appearance. But I would at least like to have good gear whenever I log on, so maybe I'll do that. You're going to football? That's okay, homie. Cathedral is started. It might be a little big. Is that a mega base you're working on? I have 2 builds planned. I want to build my... Oh, I thought that Ocelot was a creeper. Lance has gone mental. Oh boy. So that's his mega build he's working on. I have 2 builds planned for Baldunia. One is my turtle, and the other one is a barbershop. And then other than that, I didn't really have any plans. I had the idea of building the kaiju build style that I came up with that probably has been done before, but in my mind it was me that came up with it. Because I didn't get it anywhere else. But I wanted to build builds where all the builds were supported by giant kaiju creatures. I still think I might do that, but if I'm going to do something like that, I would rather do it in a single-player world where I'm in full control of how long the server lasts. Because I don't necessarily think Baldunia is going to end, but in the event it does, I don't necessarily want to give up on that build, you know what I mean? So I tend to not do very important builds on SMPs unless I own them. Because I've done some crazy... All my mega builds I think I've ever done have been on servers, actually. I don't think I've ever done a mega build. Technically, my old hardcore world was a server, even though I was the main one that played on it, but I invited a bunch of friends every so often. So technically, I've never built a mega base on a single-player world, but also technically, I was the main person using that world in the first place. I mean, sand is just little rocks, right? I should add sand to stone chest. We were talking about I'm going to reorganize how my copper golems are organized eventually. Alright, let's make some magenta glass. What other types of glass can we do with this? I would like to use yellow. So we'll do that. And probably white. but we have to wait for these to smelt first. Let's head over there and start working on the temple. I am doing the cathedral. Lance is doing something way bigger. Oh no. I want to watch you, but football coming back at 6 p.m. How long away is that in your time zone? Pizza Ray, welcome to the stream. What's good? Okay. So let's check the outline we have for the temple. This is what we're working with. I have a general shape in mind, but the first thing I would like to do is build said shape out of our deep slate here. So I want to create deep slate block variants. Let's create 2 stacks of bricks. Let's do 2 stacks of polished. Let's do 2 stacks of tiles. And then these ones, let's split it into 4 stacks and create... Or I guess it should be 8, logically. Do we even have 8 slots available? Yes, we do, right here. And each one is going to be a different slab or stair variant. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Alright, see you later, wall. So let's create... cobbled deep slate slabs here. Let's create Let's create cobbled deep slate stairs here. Then let's create polished deep slate and do polished deep slate slabs. Then let's create more polished deep slate, and we can use some of this too. And create polished deep slate stairs. Then let's create bricks. And create slabs. And let's create more bricks. And create stairs. And we're just creating a bunch of variants that we can use for texturing. It seems the stream is having a little bit of a better time today. Not lagging as much. So let's create the deep slate tile slabs. And then let's create the deep slate tile stairs. There we go. These are all the blocks we're going to be using for this build. Let's get up there. Gerald, welcome to the stream. Cyrus! What's good, dude? Alright, let's reorganize our inventory real quick. So let's have 1 stack of everything we might use. Alright, Anakin, welcome to the stream. They really gotta change the stairs recipe, such a waste of blocks. For real. I don't disagree. So we're just going to build up this pillar, but we're adding some texturing around with our slab and stair blocks, like this, so that it looks a little broken down or worn. It doesn't need to be worn on every block, though. Pitch black early morning. The early sunset this time of year has been putting me in a bad mood, because I'm constantly just like, every time it reaches 4 o'clock, I'm like, oh, it's time for bed, and then I get demotivated, even though I have like 7 hours left of the day, because the sun is just setting at 4 p.m. That should be a little bit taller. What are you building? We're building a melon farm cathedral right now. So we're starting with this pillar right here, and we're going to build a very nice cathedral that both farms melons and praises the melon goddess. The lore of this world is gonna go crazy someday. But for now, we're just starting with the builds. Alright, chat, should I jump? Oh my gosh, this build is going to be way taller than I wanted it to be. I'm thinking I might make it shorter. Just because I don't even know if I have the materials to make it this big. Especially if we're going to have a huge roof. Looks cool. Thank you. Okay. So let's figure out how tall this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Now we have to build up each of these corresponding pillars 12 blocks. Deep slate cobblestone blocks? Yeah, I'm using them for the texturing. Bruh. No, chat, stop it. Stop it. I gotta have my sub count open on my phone. I always do. Oh, shoot, I should post a YouTube short right now. I have one scheduled, but I'm gonna post it early. To try to draw in some viewers. Let's publish it now. Publish now, public, save. Alright, chat. New YouTube short on the channel. I won 2 games of Pillars of Fortune yesterday, so that's what I'm posting. I don't know what block I'm on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we're halfway there. Remember when I beat you in Pillars of Fortune yesterday? Bruh. I beat you at least as many times as you, I beat you at least as many times as you beat me, so I'm okay with that. I think I played decent yesterday. I played much better after the stream. It's a lot easier to win when you're not getting targeted by your own viewers. Did you, though? I think I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Perfect! I wasn't even counting. Alright, next pillar. That's okay, Hussein. I'll see you later, dude. Oh no. I'm grumpy that you got me. I thought we were friends. Hey, if it's a competitive game, I ain't going easy on anyone, bruh. Love the build so far. Thank you. Welcome to the stream, Tweels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, we gotta go up 4 more blocks. Remember you? Top 7 Gaming? I do remember you, homie. Welcome to the stream. I'm really scared that one day someone's gonna roll up and be like, do you remember me? And I'm gonna say yes, and they're gonna be like, psych, I've never been here before, you're lying. Because I would easily fall for that. Some people have similar names, it's not my fault, chat. Alright, while we're up here, we might as well, copper hose don't even insta-break leaves? These things are useless. We found it. How am I? I'm good. I just rolled up. What are you making? We are making a melon farm cathedral. So we're making a giant cathedral that is going to worship melons and the melon goddess. We are going to build a glass roof that contains a picture depiction of the melon goddess. And this is where we are going to pray to the gods of the server. And by server, I mean world. This is not a server. So right now, we're just trying to create a rough pillar texture right here so that it doesn't look so uniform. We want it to look like it's been here for a while, which kind of doesn't make sense with the lore that I lined up for the server yesterday, but you guys will see. Did you know Technoblade farmed 500 million potatoes? I did know that. I actually rewatched the Technoblade video that Tommy made for him after his death the other day. The natural disasters one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. One more block. I will take longer because I am stupid and need to remember where you put your bike. That's okay, Wall. You don't actually have an obligation to moderate for my stream. I just give you mod for the fancy blue name. One day I'll need mods, but today's not the day. Make a pumpkin army that tries to kill the melons? Why would I do that? I want my melons to be free. Free the melons, that's what I always say. Okay. Now we need to work our way up like this to create the roof frame. So let's do that. Why are you doxing yourself? Someone mute this person. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's create the roof. Let's see if this amount of slope looks good for the roof. That was a bad idea. I think maybe we'll start with that and then curve up so it'll be like a teardrop shape. I like that. I'm gonna have to go back down in a second to sleep. We can probably go forward a little bit more before we start building up. Okay, let's start building up here. And let's use stairs to ease into the transition. And then for the next piece, we go up 2 blocks here. Okay, now let's safely water bucket down. What time is it? 9:30. Welcome to the stream, Learn and Arts. I lost a subscriber. What do you mean? Well. Okay, how are we doing here? What is the center? So the center block is right here. So I'm going to create a temporary pillar to make sure we can center this. Alright, in order to make sure this is centered, I'm going to start right here and build up so that we have our center line placed. And then we have to make sure that the roof outline lines up with this right here. So we built up 2 here. Let's build up 2 blocks again right here. something like that. I think this works. Let's use stairs and slabs here for the slant. And make sure there's blocks below me. Right here. If we get 10 viewers, will you clean up your room? No. If I get 30 viewers, I'll clean up my room. How about that? We'll do a cleaning stream. I don't really like that. Hold up, chat. 118. Bye, Mateo. We're pulling this up in replay mod. Or, flashback. Let's view it from far away. It's not that bad. I think these blocks need stairs, and then the tip needs to be taller. Alright, that's the plan. We're gonna add stairs, and then we'll make it a little bit taller, and then that's it. I don't know if I'm going to have enough blocks. I think we have more deep slate. It's going to be really easy to get more deep slate because of our TNT tunneler. So, I'm not worried about it. I should keep the bucket in our 2 slot. Just in case. Oh, this is the wrong spot. I am not supposed to be doing that. Okay. Okay, let's put stairs right here, like that. And then we need to do another set right here. And that should help. Other than that, we're just gonna build up the slope on the other side, and then once we get to the top again, we'll increase the tip. I didn't say that. This is getting so clipped. Okay, let's do this. You know what? I have water bucket in the 1 slot. If I need it. If I need it, I'll be able to get to it. Is this the same level? I think it is. So this is where we start building up to. Oops. I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. Alright, then let's get up here and build this up 2 more blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe once we get rich, we can add anvils on top of here for the tip of the spear, so to speak. I'm not trying to race down the water, I'm just trying to see this roof. I think because the rest of the outline is so thick, having the tip of it be 1 block wide is making it look unnatural. It looks unnaturally skinny. So I think we gotta make that taller. Or not taller, thicker. We need a thick tip, chat. Alright, so let's break these. And do something like this. And then let's do the same thing on the other side. I don't know how many blocks I built up. 1. And that one's a stair. And then... like that. Okay. Let's go see how this looks, chat. That's better. Alright. Too easy. Okay, so now we have to mirror this design on the other side. And connect up the frames. So, let's do that now. We should probably grab more deep slate before we start this, huh? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm also gonna cut down this tree because it's floating for some reason. What's up? Not much. Just chilling. Wondering why YouTube isn't pushing me in the algorithm. I'm kind of salty. But I'm fine. I'm not upset. Okay. Water bucket, golden apples, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we're good. We can put the magenta there. Bro just says bye! Bruh, are you for real? Alright, I'm quitting YouTube chat. Oh, the Pillars of Fortune short is starting off pretty strong. Alright. All this glass smelted, right? Oh, we did not have a lot of fuel in there. Oops. Let's use wood. I'm gonna need a super smelter at some point. Does carpet duping still work, chat? Does anyone know? What did I come back here for? Deep slate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 stacks should be enough. Let's check on our chickens. For those of you who weren't here last stream, I accidentally killed all my chickens. And by accidentally, I mean I killed them intentionally, but I didn't mean to leave only one. So we've been repopulating. I think this will look good. I gotta destroy that netherrack thing, though. I think it's fine. I think it would look nice to put anvils on top of the roof, but we're gonna need a lot of anvils for that. Hey, I was just trying to make some KFC, dude. If it makes you feel any better, I'm never gonna have to do that again now that I have golden carrots. After this melon farm is done, we're gonna have infinite emeralds, which equates to infinite golden carrots. Alright, let's create more of those blocks. So we have 2 stacks cobbled deep slate, 2 stacks polished deep slate, 2 stacks bricks, and 2 stacks tiles. And then set up the 8 stacks for this. And then this stack right here is going to be polished slabs. This stack right here is going to be polished stairs. This stack right here is going to be brick slabs. And this one right here is going to be brick stairs. Then this one is going to be tiles. There we go. This one is going to be tile stairs. Like so. Then this one is going to be slabs. This one's going to be stairs. Okay. So we should be properly replenished now. Let's take in these. And now we just have to reorganize our inventory with the stuff that we need. Okay, so let's keep our pickaxe, our water bucket, and our golden carrots. We're gonna need this block, this block, this block. Actually, let's get rid of our pickaxe. We'll switch to it if we need it. Then we need slab, slab, and which types of slabs did we not use in here? We used cobbled deep slate, and we used deep slate tiles, I think. So good, I already switched it up. Then we had brick stairs and polished stairs, so we're going to do tile stairs and cobble stairs. Have you considered using a stone cutter? It's more precise. I probably should. But I have a lot of deep slate. Basically infinite deep slate, considering my TNT duper. So I don't think it matters that much, because if I need more deep slate, I can get it in massive amounts. I don't disagree, though. I probably could be using a stone cutter. I just am not. Okay. Start building up the stairs here. Let's make one of these a slab. I just don't want this build to look perfect. The best kinds of builds in Minecraft are the ones where you don't try too hard to make it look perfect. We do need the shape to match, but we don't need to match it like block for block. You know what I mean, chat? You guys know what I mean. Alright, let's go down and work up the other side. Usually, whenever I stream, even if the stream isn't doing well, we'll have a moment at the beginning of the stream where I get, like, a lot of people in for a moment. But this stream didn't even, like, do that. Shading is the most important thing. I think the most important thing is not trying too hard. If you strive for perfection, you can only be disappointed. I hate Shakespeare. Why do you hate Shakespeare, dude? I hate Shakespeare because why did he have to be part of my high school curriculum? But also, some of his stuff is fire. Oh. Compound D's nuts, dude. You guys don't want my D's nuts, Bo. You can't handle D's nuts. I'm just trying to say clippable things for the YouTube video. There we go. Okay. Is this even? Did I put too much on this side? I think this can go. Okay. Wait, how did I only end up with 2 blocks? So that, it should be that. So this block was actually correct. That goes there. And then that could be broken right there. Okay. Now we've got in the middle here. Right here. Okay. Let's build up like this. Yo, M siblings, welcome back. Let's add stairs like so. There we go. We're currently building a chapel for melons, and it's glorious. We're building a cross, chat. Oops. Chat, are you excited for Christmas? Hell yeah, dude. I shouldn't be doing this without a water bucket in my hotbar. Yes, they line up. We did it. Oh, if I could figure out how to gift memberships, I would totally give you something for Christmas, dude. I also can't choose who I gift it to, and I don't want to miss. Alright, let's thicken this up. We're going to add an extra 2 layers to this roof right now. Like this. I don't think we're gonna have enough glass. I do not like building up this high. Oh wait, this is what the happy ghast is for. Why aren't I using the happy ghast right now? This is literally what it was made for. It's kind of too late, chat. I'm committed. I'm not gonna spend 5 minutes to go get the happy ghast just to have it take forever to get back here. Are you good at clutching? Otherwise, use an ender pearl. I would say I'm pretty good. Confident enough to save myself. My, one of my recent hardcore worlds, I seem to recall clutching and nearly dying. I think... Hold up, chat. I'm trying to remember which world it was that I bucket clutched to save myself on day 19. Was that the one on this world? No, I don't think it was. I feel like I remember the video having a face cam. Chat, I'm gonna find the sickest video of all time. Hold up. I gotta close my store on my Costina channel. No one's buying that crap. Hardcore Season 1. 100 days. How did the video skip from 19 to... Oh, I think this is it. Oh, I found it. Did you guys see it? Flood the bottom? Yeah, I'm not just gonna jump off, chat. I'm silly, but I'm not that silly. So on my 2000 days hardcore world, I saved myself from dying with a water bucket, and then the world lasted 2000 days, so I'd say that was pretty lucky. I think I should extend that bar down, so I am gonna go get the happy ghast. Chat, we're gonna use the happy gas for actually for building for the first time. This is gonna be sick. You might get unlucky. Probably. Once I have ender pearls, I'll keep ender pearls on me. You got a store? I have a merch store on the Costina channel. I sell, like, shirts and stuff. But don't buy any of them, because I'm going to close the store, and the stuff isn't worth it. I think I already closed the store. I just realized, why are my product links working? I closed my Spring account. Yeah, why wasn't that my first thought? Oh. No, come back! I still have no snowballs. We haven't found a single snowy biome since I started this world. Alright, let's go. Spoke, welcome back, dude. AJ would be proud. And that's what I strive for, AJ's approval. Alright, we're going to extend this down like this. Oh, this is so nice. I should have been using Happy Gas from the start, bruh. I forgot you have to point in the direction to go down. I just tried to shift to go down and I could have fallen off. Did I just platform it? I was thinking about doing a video where I survive as long as I can under the bedrock, just living on a Happy Gas, and I would bring all my stuff with me using boats and stuff. That'd be a pretty cool video. If they were gonna make a mob that flies to help you build, honestly, I would have appreciated if that mob was smaller, because the movement is so unnatural because of how big the Happy Gas is. Oops. Is there mobs down here? I hear mobs, but I don't see them. Golden apple. Bow. Yeah, get away from me, bruv. The Happy Gas is big and fat. Are you sleeping in this world? Yes, I am. I'm not good enough at hardcore to confidently choose not to sleep. Get out of my way, Happy Gas. At least I got a pearl. I should have used a boat. Help me, I'm stuck outside. Please help. My great-great-grandmother just passed away and I'm at her funeral. Bro, why are you watching my stream at her funeral? I'm sorry for your loss, but... I mean, if this is how you're choosing to cope, then I understand. But also, I feel like I don't deserve that type of honor. I'm gonna use this guy as a platform, because honestly, as a flying mob, I'm just not used to the mechanics here. I was gonna complain and call them bad, but I think I'm simply just not used to the Happy Gas yet. I've barely used it for building. I plan on, for the Mounts of Mayhem drop tomorrow, when I do my Mounts of Mayhem video, I'm gonna build a garage next to my house. And I'm gonna have a Nautilus, a horse, and a Happy Gas in the garage. I would donate, but I have no money. That's okay, Ibsy. No one's obligated to donate. I appreciate you guys just being here. Alright. I want to add some roughness to this roof here. So, I kind of want to just... Maybe I should texture it later. I feel like texturing after I have more of it done is okay. I appreciate that you don't break things slower. Actually, I think you do. You break things a little slower. It didn't feel slower because I forgot that my pickaxe insta-breaks netherrack. Alright, let's go bring George back home. I don't think we're gonna need him for a little bit. Maybe I should keep him here. No, I'll bring him home. It's not that far. George sabotaging? For real. My brain is telling me exclamation point caps. Yeah. My main rules are no asking for mod, no spamming, and I only care about spamming if it's like... I kind of still need that. We were just dropping off George. If it's like something irrelevant or offensive. So like if someone's spamming and it's like they're cheering me on. Okay, Mateo, stop memeing, bro. What was I saying? No spamming, no asking for mod, and... Do I have any other rules? No being a bitch? Sorry. And be a decent human being. Yeah, we said the same thing. I just said it meaner. No doxing. Oh, yes, yes. No sharing personal information in chat. That was the other rule. Thank you, Fiery Zane. Those are my 4 rules. Don't be a bitch. Don't dox yourself. Don't spam unnecessary things. And don't ask for mod. Alright. The next thing we need to do... Honestly, I'm not sure how I feel about that, but it might look better after we add the... glass. I'm wondering if I should just connect all of that. So this whole thick thing up there, and just make it one large bar. But we're gonna have to go get George again. So before we go get George, let's do the bars going across the top. Well, someone earlier in the stream shared their legal name and age for some reason. And they immediately got banned. I can do this one thread at a time. You're no longer family friendly? I like to be family friendly, but at the same time, sometimes colorful words get the meaning across better. You know what I mean, chat? It's like sometimes at work, and I probably shouldn't do this, but sometimes at work the kids are just not listening at all. They won't stop talking, and I'm trying to do my lesson. So if I have to yell shut up every once in a while to get the kids to stop talking, then why shouldn't I? Colorful language is what gets the point across. I'm surprised I haven't been fired yet. He can't really fire me. I have the karate version of tenure at this point. There we go. Ow. I don't want to talk about it, chat. He does that? No, I don't! My baby brother learned how to yell quiet from you. Yeah, that's what I do, chat. I don't yell shut up, I yell quiet. Like, Johnny Lawrence from Cobra Kai. But it works. It works. They're scared of it. They know when I bust out the quiet! Like, it's time to shut up. It's not about the words you use, it's about invoking fear. So if I have to yell quiet every so often because my students aren't listening, then that's okay. Also, the other option is public shame. I think people are slowly realizing I'm not a good teacher. No, but what I did one day is that 2 of my students, chat, were talking over me while I was doing a lesson. And instead of, like, yelling, I said, "Are you 2 done making out, or can I keep teaching?" Maybe I didn't have to do all that. Maybe that was a little bit extra. But they got embarrassed enough to stay away from each other for the rest of the class, so I think it did its job. They were preteens. I wasn't saying that to like a 7-year-old or anything. Do you recommend eating a G4 grenade like an apple? Are you able to bite through it? I'm a karate teacher. What a menace to society. I feel like I remember you saying that. It was during a sparring class, I think. Okay. Looking good. Alright, we gotta go get... Oh, Top 7 Gaming is back. Alright, we need more deep slate, so we're gonna go get some, and then we are going to continue the build. Which means we can do some TNT mining. Hold up, chat. I am recording, right? Just making sure. What country are you in? US. I have a black belt. What martial art do you have a black belt in, Hussein? We do American Kempo. Alright, let's go get some deep slate. If we find any ores, I need to remember to put my shovel in my offhand. Someone just asked me why I only get 1 ring of pillars in Pillars of Fortune. I didn't even know it was possible to get 2. What do you mean get 2 rings? Okinawan traditional karate. That's sick. Most of my toughest competitors in tournaments are traditional karate guys. Y'all are tough. At least in terms of kata competition. In sparring, my arch nemesis are the taekwondos. But Kempo is known to be a sparring style. Like, at tournaments, my girlfriend will get questioned for being a Kempo person, but not sparring. But she has a neck injury, so she can't. Like, she's been questioned before at tournaments by people who are like, you do Kempo? Why aren't you sparring today? So, hypothetically, we should be better than we are. Did I just actually get 16? Oh, I have Fortune 2. I was like, how did I get 16 from 1? That's insane. Alright, this isn't gonna take very long. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Alright, see you later, dude. Alright, we got a stack of deep slate cobble yet, so far. Dear lord. Boxing isn't bad. Hell yeah. I'd prefer more of a kickboxing or MMA style if I was gonna... if I were to do a second martial art, it would either be Muay Thai, kickboxing, or Taekwondo. In terms of practical self-defense, Taekwondo isn't the best, but I like sport karate. And Taekwondo helps you a lot in sport karate. I'm confident in my ability to defend myself. So, focusing on the sport isn't a bad thing. Keeps me fit. Arsham! I've missed you, dude. Where have you been? I guess I've been streaming on weekends, so if you... Okay. Thank you, Fiery Zane. That guy was here when we were talking about the rules of the channel. Unky-chan? Yeah, he spelt it wrong. Imagine you need 10 years for black belt. I spent 8 years to get my black belt. And I've been a black belt for 8 years. I'm a 3rd degree now. So I've been training for 16 years. I think Fiery Zane is on his 5th or 6th year. And is just about to get his junior black belt, which is about adult blue. Which means Fiery Zane will probably get his adult black belt probably about the same time it took me, 8 years. When's Kane getting her black belt? The goal is October 2027, because that's when my next test is. So if she gets her 1st degree black belt the day I get my 4th, that would be pretty sick. So that's the goal. It'll be 4 years at the end of this year. Oh, you haven't been there nearly as long as I thought you were. I thought you were like a COVID OG. You were there when I came back from COVID, I'm pretty sure. You were in the beginner's class already. But yeah, I would say Fiery Zane might get his adult black belt faster than I did. Because if he's at about blue now, after 4 years... I would say that could be considered about the halfway mark. I think it's a little less than half. Alright, we got what we wanted. We just wanted a bunch more deep slate. If you reach 1,000 views, on the stream, do a double backflip. Oops. Yes, I will. Ignore this. Ignore what I'm doing right now. Hold up. I'm not doing anything. I am not doing anything. I am not doing anything. You can't see this. Okay. Yeah, I'll do a double backflip if we get 1,000 views. Can you even do a single one? Boom. I think this build is going pretty well so far. I shouldn't have thrown away the gravel we got just now. I just realized I threw it away. I'm probably going to need it to make more concrete later. In IRL? I don't know what that means. No such thing as real life. Only Minecraft. Clean your room? Nah. I like the engagement bait. I'm gonna try to reformat the title of the stream to see if it helps bring people in. There we go. I changed the title of the stream to have the hardcore day first. You should play other games like Roblox. If you guys want to see my variety channel where I play other games, check out Kostina. Kostina. That's where I do my other stuff. I've mostly been doing Wordle, but I do want to do more streams on there, I promise, chat. There will be more streams on the Kostina channel eventually. Cornelius, what's good? Alright, let's bring this back. Hey, this is looking pretty good. Look at the scale of this thing. It's so unnecessarily big. Know what? While I'm thinking about it, let's do the green concrete. Also, we forgot the Happy Ghast. I said I would need to bring him back. When's the new vid coming out? 2 p.m. Alright, while I'm thinking about it, we have 34 cactus, and I need green dye. So, let's do some of that. And let's take this glass, put it in there. We're probably gonna need more. Let's make some more furnaces. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, let's put some furnaces down. I'm gonna break them when I don't need them anymore, chat. Don't worry. They're not staying there. My sand is in here. There we go. Alright, now let's grab the Happy Ghast and get on with this project. Dang it, I need that lead. Where did it go? Oops. Come here, dude. George! We should get more people in the review server, invite some Isles people, maybe? Maybe. Alright, we're gonna finish that up there after we grab some materials from down here. We need stairs, we need full blocks, we need slabs. Okay. Let's go. Alright, so we have to start by adding full blocks to the bottom here. This is all for a melon farm, chat. It didn't have to be this complicated. It's okay, melons are life. We will worship melons. Guys, if you want variety streams, go to the Kostina channel. That's another pet peeve of mine, people who ask me to stream something else while they're actively watching my stream. If you don't want to watch this stream, then don't watch this stream. Or find one that's already playing the thing that you want. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to fly with this thing. I don't like how it moves. It's like I'm just trying to turn my head to get to the block I need to build. But I can't do that because the happy gas moves too. This project was supposed to be quick. This project was supposed to be quick. Alright, let's make 1 stack of polished, 1 stack of bricks, 1 stack of tiles. Alright, we shall continue. What are jewels? They're like the YouTube version of bits. So you can buy them, they're about 1 cent per. And you can use them to donate to streams. I don't know what you want me to repeat, Arsha, I'm sorry. Alright, let's get rid of that message. How do I buy them? That's a great question. I think you can do that with the donation button. It should look like a gift box on the side of your stream. Alright, now we're gonna go down the line. Add these stairs in here. Yo, Mateo! Mateo with 50 jewels, let's go! Is Mateo already on this page? He is on this page. Mateo, I'll underline your name. There you go. You get a free underline. And by free, I mean 50 jewel underline. It doesn't work on PC. Damn, that's crazy. There was a limited offer, I got it for free. Let's go! We love free money. Alright. That looks pretty decent. We have some depth going on in this build here. Now we gotta do the other side. This does make building so much easier. I mean, I could be standing on top of this thing, but also, flying is fun. No gift box? Are you on mobile? Are you on computer or phone? And also, you don't need to dox yourself in chat, but you might want to make sure that whatever country you live in is one where it's available. Because I think YouTube has different, like, features depending on country. Oh, this is the one I was supposed to add some stairs to. Alright, George. Okay. You're doing the SMP or island server thing? I'm waiting for my friend Fire to start it with me, because it was partially his idea. No! Well, we're stuck up here now. My mom's calling me. Hello? Yep, just give me a minute. Bye. Alright, my mother needs help, but I set up a BRB screen yesterday just in case. So you guys will be able to watch a YouTube short on repeat while I go grab some groceries. How am I gonna get my happy gas back? Welp. I'm never getting him back. You bought Minecraft? Let's go. Alright, let's save this. Days 118 to 121. Save. Save and quit. Alright. Enjoy the BRB screen. I will be right back, chat. And I'll see you in a minute. Okay, whether high or equal to, yes, it is taller than 0.6. Its behavior is not neutral, something super obvious, but a zombie. Okay, we got the release date correct. Partially correct. It spawns with light level, conversion, spawner, jockey, and reinforcements and sieges. So it has to be one of those. Everything else is wrong. It is both tougher and taller than this mob. What was released in pre-alpha that isn't hostile but is that big? Honestly, I can't even think of any other mobs that fit this bill. Okay, Black Steve is not an option. I tried to search for him, so it can't be any of those. It's not Creeper. Wait! Did I just crack the code? It has to be the Giant. Pre-alpha. I didn't even know the Giant was pre-alpha. I was just trying things. But 100 health, which is higher. Height is 12, which is higher. Behavior passive, which is not equal to the bee or the zombie, so it could be that. Spawns with light level, which matches with the zombie. And doesn't match any of the classifications. It's Giant. Let's go! Okay, we're playing Guess the Mob today, so I guess the mob and it will tell me whether the release, health, height, behavior, and various other things are higher, lower, or equal to the mob that I am trying to guess. So from this, we know the mob we are trying to guess was released before 1.15. It has higher health than 10. It is taller than 0.6. Its behavior is not neutral, something super obvious, but a zombie. Okay, we got the release date correct. Partially correct. It spawns with light level, conversion, spawner, jockey, and reinforcements and sieges. So it has to be one of those. Everything else is wrong. Someone explain to me why I had the most viewers when I wasn't even here. Someone tell me why I had the most viewership when I wasn't even here. Why y'all getting up in my business? What the heck? Test, test, test. Test, test, test. Alright, everything seems in order. How do I get my happy gas back? George, come here. George. George, I need to bring you back home, dude. George. George, come back. George. What if I pearl to him and then right click? Do we think I can pearl onto George? Where are you going? George! My buddy. My buddy old pal. Yes. Let's go! Okay. Let's bring him home. Can you watch the short again? I liked it better. That is not me in the background, chat. That picture is not me. Yeah, no, that's not me. I had to double check, because I was pretty sure I knew what the picture you were talking about was, but I had to make sure. Test, test, test. Is everything working? Sounds like it's working. Okay. Who could that picture possibly be? You guys think I live alone or something? What do you think I just did? Exactly, it's a picture of Mr. Beast. Okay. So the next thing we need to do is build up the walls, but we're also going to need some green concrete. So what do we have for sand? Well, we're smelting all the sand we have, so we're probably going to have to go on another adventure. Let's do... Let's get gravel first. So while we're down there, we can mine ores and repair our shovel, and then we'll go get more sand. Or we can bring torches with us to do the sand. But we have to get gravel either way, so we might as well go do that now. Mr. Beast already has a brother. Anyone else remember Mr. Bro? Mr. Beast's channel had it, or Mr. Beast's brother had a channel, like, very briefly. He might still make content, but he's certainly not famous. I'm pretty sure that's how Mr. Beast met Carl, because Carl worked for Mr. Beast's brother, and then Mr. Beast was like, I like this guy, I'm stealing him. If I was Mr. Beast's secret brother, I'd be living in a nice house somewhere. By myself. How do I get XP for the leaderboard? By chatting and by donating. So Mateo's #1 because he donated bits. I think super chats count too. And I don't know about memberships. Maybe someone should test that. They should make it so that members just get XP at a faster rate by default. Sounds fair to me. Alright. Let's do some mining, chat. Should we play the diamond game? You do get it at a faster rate? That's sick. Did you realize that the same house for him, but with no pictures and... I don't know what we're talking about. How I am chatting for 100 times I don't get on the leaderboard? The leaderboard only works for 18+ accounts. We're looking for gravel, chat. Let's play the diamond game. We're gonna do 5 for Mateo right now. 1... 2... Test, test, test. Alright, we're good. 3... That's not how the leaderboard works, Hussein. You have to chat like 3 times every 30 minutes. Alright. We already found a gravel deposit. Bruh. I didn't know they could fall through torches like that. Shady Chan showed us the times when he was Unky Chan in the short. Bruh. That was only a stack of gravel? Alright, I think I owe Mateo 2 more explosions, so let's do that. 1. 2. Gravel? No. Alright, let's do some for Arsham. Never mind, he's rage baiting me. Yo, Jacob is back! Is Jacob on this page already? Let's underline his name. Oh, did I make his name the wrong number? Oh, he asked to be green, I remember that. You get an underline now. Thank you so much, Jacob. Welcome back to the stream. Let's do some explosions for Jacob. That's 1. This is number 2. Nina, what's good? Oh, we got more gravel. Sweet. We need to keep looking an eye out for ores so I can repair my shovel before we go sand mining. Your channel is so little? Who are we talking about right now? My channel is little. I don't know why I got defensive. You can probably leave 1 torch just so I can see in here. Yo, Jacob, thank you so much for the jewels, dude. And welcome back. I'm glad you came back, dude. Do you know if Lance has ripped... Oh, you're talking to Nina. Gotcha. We can leave that there to avoid mobs. How much? We have 3 stacks. I don't know... Okay, so about 3 stacks of gravel. That will get me 6 stacks of concrete. Where did all these other mods come from anyway, Looney? Yes. They're the goat of the mod community. The goats of the mod community. Let's do some explosions for Nina. Nina, we play this game every time I TNT mine, where, I do 5 explosions for each person in chat, and then if I find diamonds on their turn, then they get a shout out in my book. What is Looney? One of the best hardcore streamers of all time. That's 1 explosion for Nina. This was going to be number 2. Thank you, Jacob. Another 100. 3. 4. And 5. I think AJ ended up in the book last stream. Nothing. Alright, I think we're good with the amount of gravel that we have. So let's take this back and put that back in the bag. Can you say my name after this TNT? I want to try to get diamonds. Sorry, Jacob, I'm leaving. We're gonna keep... Bro, please, just come back. We are getting bored from silence. Am I getting gaslit? The stream is working, right? This guy's just baiting me, right? I am back. Do we think maybe Top 7 Gaming accidentally paused the stream? That would be pretty funny. All good? Okay, just making sure. It was either baiting or confused. Okay, Arsham's doing it now. You literally just said something about the TNT mining. You can't flip-flop and pretend you weren't hearing me. Our mom is kinda homeless. Our mom? Are you in Top 7 Gaming siblings? Alright, now we need sand. So, let's go back to the beach, which I believe is that way. I left my bed over there. I should make an extra bed. So I'll have one here, one at the chapel, and one in my inventory. Except I have no wool. This is just great. Oh, wait. I have a sheep farm. Oh. Shears are my current schematic tool. Let's reset that. Alright, starting as soon as Fiery Zane hears this chat, you're gonna get banned if you keep gaslighting about the short. And by banned, I mean timed out. Alright. Let's make a bed real quick to take with us. And at this point, it's nighttime, so we didn't even need this, but at least we are prepared for next time. Let's check on our chickens. Accidentally killed most of my chickens yesterday, chat, so gotta make sure I'm repopulating them. Have you played Gun to Head? It's simulator. It's so fun, trust. That's a real game. Sounds like it's a little bit not my style. I don't have my mini-map mod right now, so I don't know where to go. I thought posting a YouTube short as I started stream would help. I've done that a few times and had streams do really well because of it. But it might just be that this YouTube short isn't doing well in general. It has 1,000 views, which is good, but it's not great. It's good for the first hour. The stream was doing better lag-wise earlier, but it looks like it's back to being bad. Alright, where are we gonna go find sand? There's a lot of sand around, I just don't know where I want to take sand from. Sorry, Wi-Fi crash? That's okay, Wall. Can't find any deposits of sand that I want to take from. What if I get lost? We are just floating down a river. Hopefully I don't get lost. Do a collab with another Minecraft YouTuber. Me and Skirby have a project coming, chat. Don't worry. We got a creator SMP in the works, and we also have a short series in the works. So, don't worry, chat. If you don't like my face, you won't have to only deal with my face. You're still gonna get a lot of my face, but not only. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Dig down right here. And then let's grab torches and just go bam, bam, bam. Gerald, I already responded to that chat. If you say it again, you're gonna get timed out. Chat, do not spam, guys. It's not that hard. Blocks Legend, welcome to the stream. Alright, we're looking for about 3 stacks. We're gonna make green concrete. We're gonna use it to texture the build that we're working on. I'm gonna follow on Twitch in a sec. I'm not currently live on Twitch because I can't afford it. I might get Streamlabs Ultra again eventually. Once I get out of my financial slump. You don't need Streamlabs Ultra? I need it to do it well, but I don't necessarily need Streamlabs Ultra. You can multi-stream on OBS, but OBS can barely handle streaming to one platform, let alone trying to stream to two. On TikTok, then? The TikTok is relatively active. I try to post as many of my YouTube shorts onto TikTok as I can, but I haven't been doing it much because my TikTok is primarily to promote my Twitch streams, and I haven't been streaming on Twitch. So I'm kind of just focusing on YouTube right now. Okay. Wandering Trader stuck in a hole for eternity. He's fine. He likes it there. My arm just twitched. We're speaking of Twitch and it manifested it. Sorry, chat, I'm getting boring. That's also because the tasks we're going about right now are tedious. We're gonna make big strides. Jax Fan 1, I don't know why. Second account. Labeling it as a second account probably doesn't help your case. You can knock back a boat. My auntie is kinda homeless. Bruh. You accept my apology for spamming? Yes. Oh, that's the other rule in chat. No alt accounts. Or no, like, botting with alt accounts. You can chat in an alt account, but if you actively admit to, like, subbing on multiple accounts just for the sake of it, then you will also get banned for that. Okay, so let's make some yellow and white stained glass. So we need about 15. So we'll make that, and then we'll turn the rest yellow. Perfect. And then we're going to make the rest of this green concrete. There we go. We did not have a lot of dye to work with there. But it's fine. Remember how on the Costina channel I timed out my alt sometimes? Weirdo. Yes. Alright, let's turn this into proper concrete. I should pin the rules in chat. I'm probably going to set up a night bot. You're going to make it, trust me? Try my best, homie. The streams recently haven't been doing the numbers that I'm used to, but I have viewers that are consistent, and that's what counts. I appreciate the community I have. Is that a thing? Lock in, you got this. Thank you, Joshua Animates. You're the GOAT, dude. We're currently getting green concrete to build my chapel with, chat. We need at least a little hint of green in the build, since it's gonna be a melon-themed chapel. Or, chapel-themed melon, more accurately. Thank you, of course, homie. I hope to see you stick around. Hello, Lechonk. Shady, I'm going to watch your live. I'm going to wait at 8:55 so I can watch your live more early. Sounds good, dude. You should join the Discord so that you know better when I'm going to go live, because most of the time when I decide I'm not going to stream on a weekday, I'll tell the Discord. I'm subbed. Thank you so much, Joshua Animates. We're almost done turning all this into concrete, chat. 200 views. I think this is my most viewed stream of the last few days. So I appreciate it. What's the name of the Discord? You can join it in the description of the stream, I believe. You just click on the title if you're using YouTube Shorts and you join that. I appreciate that, Arsham. Day 123. How do you recommend living if I lost the will to live? Find something to live for. You should stream slightly earlier and around this time. This is when you will get good numbers. Slightly earlier or around this time. Yeah, I try to stream 9 a.m. every weekday morning. Consistently. On weekends, I do nights because it's just more convenient for me. But I always try to start around 9 a.m. If every game in the world got deleted, what would you do? Like, every game, including IRL games? That's an interesting question, because a lot of what people do for their own entertainment could be considered a game. It's 4 o'clock here. The US. I'm on the East Coast right now. Right now, as if I'm ever gonna move. I would like to live in other places of the world, but I have an obligation to my home. There was a point in time where I convinced myself I wanted to move to Switzerland. I don't know why. Alright, let's put those away. We're gonna need a lot more magenta glass. Alright. The next thing we're going to do is just build up the walls out of white concrete. And I'm now realizing that we do not have enough. This is absolutely not going to last. Why Switzerland? Seemed like a cool place to live. Did you react to Minecraft Live? What did you think of the Nautilus? I'm really excited for that mob to come out tomorrow. I can't believe that's tomorrow already. I forgot this was going to be an archway, so we should probably think about the shape here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, how does this look? I did not do that right, chat. That is not right. I wasn't paying attention, apparently. That's not bad. Is this going to be your base? No, this is straight up just for a melon farm. I'm spending all this time just to build a melon farm. There's gonna be more detailing done to this thing. I'm just starting with the base at this point. Oh, we should probably add a pillar across here. Right, chat? We should have a support beam going across. Fortnite and Ninjago are collabing. About time. I heard they're making human skins to correspond to the, Lego skins. Has there ever been a human adaptation of Ninjago? Because that's going to be kind of interesting. What is melanatic? What is melanatic even supposed to mean, dude? The human version got revealed already? Why do you only have 8 viewers? I don't know, dude. Your content is better than most YouTubers. Clip some funny moments when you can. When I start editing this into a video, I'll probably highlight the funny moments and cut them aside so I can post them later. If I remember to do that. It has a very interesting look. I think we're just gonna make the archway shorter. What shader is this? Miniature shaders. Read your last message. You know when someone loves Coca-Cola, they're, Coca-Colastic? Sure. Okay, let's make the sides 1, 2, 3 instead of 4 like we were doing. And then we'll go 2 like that. And then 1. I gotta stream more? Yes, you do. If you want to join the SMP coming up. Scurvy hasn't responded or said anything on the idea that I came up with. PvP with viewers? You really that desperate for them to beat you? I'm thinking the archway should be deep slate. After looking at it against this flat wall, I think making the archway deep slate is the best choice. There we go. Okay. Walls time. Damn it. I did not mean to do that. I'm gonna somehow die to fall damage now this stream, and it's gonna be all because I accidentally used the pearl that I was saving for fall damage reasons. And then, how should we use the green? I was about to say, I know I made more than that. Nah, Gerald, don't do that. I expect you to chat again in a few seconds, bruh. Maybe I should box this in with green. Which is your best streamer? Like, which streamer do I enjoy watching most? I feel like the correct answer to say is Looney. But I actually don't know. I'm not a big stream watcher. Oh, who's my best fan? Fiery Zane. And my girlfriend. My girlfriend's number one. I should have said her first. That was the correct answer. This build is low-key ugly, bruh. I thought the scale would help it. Who's third? Scurvy. This build is so ass. No! Okay, I think the chapel needs yellow highlights instead. Do we have yellow concrete? No. Did I ever make any? Maybe I should check the house. This build is ugly! This is so bad! I'm gonna add a lot of deep slate highlights to this thing. Please don't miss. Woo! I was really scared that was gonna disappear as I jumped. I shouldn't have done that. Add glass colors instead of walls. We're gonna do glass for the roof. The current plan is glass for the roof. We have 2 poppies now! Yo! Let's deoxidize the ones with the poppies. Fourth is me, of course, right? Nope. You're maybe in the top 30. Yeah, I have no yellow concrete. I don't know, chat. I think I might move the walls. I think I might move the walls inward. Because right now, the walls are kind of protruding out for the sake of depth. But it doesn't look great. I thought I was doing something different and unique, but it actually just looks bad. So I might move in the walls. Are you gonna react to that short I mentioned on your video? I watched it last night, so reacting to it live wouldn't really be genuine. But it was a good idea. So the inside of this thing is gonna be a little bit smaller, but I think it'll be okay. Building all of this just for a melon farm. Uh... I should have taken the, AJ approach and built all the farms naked for now, and then built better builds later. I meant the builds would be naked, chat, not me, I swear. Bro's melons were more important than his mom's groceries. I helped her bring the groceries in. Why are we making up false narratives just to rage bait, bruh? This is the most liberal guy of all time, coming up with false narratives just to cancel me. Holy liberal, bro. We're breaking all this, chat. We're gonna have to go grab dirt so I can cover up some of the stone. Bro just said thank you to being called a liberal. Well. You do you, boo. It's less than a stack, right? I think so. I think this is gonna look a little bit better having the walls inside here. And the double benefit of this... What is in here? If I had emeralds on me, I'd probably buy something, but I'm not gonna run all the way home just to get emeralds. I got a challenge for you. Say a sentence that you don't think has ever been said before. I can only come up with inappropriate ideas, so I'm gonna go with no. Alright. Fiery Zane, next time Arsham rage baits, I want you to mute him. What's your Roblox account? I need to add you. I don't have Roblox. That's better. Am I out of stairs? I must have brought them back to the base already. I'm not sure I want to join a platform such as Roblox that encourages child predators. That kind of just rubs me the wrong way, and I don't know why it doesn't concern anyone else. When a company is in an active lawsuit because they enable predators on their platform, that kind of just doesn't rub me the right way, because I kind of don't want to get rubbed. So I'm good. Skirby, when are we starting that server, dude? Also, did you see the idea I sent you? Kind of like it like that. Why am I doing all this just for a melon farm? Why? Can you answer my question? It concerns everyone who knows the issue is most of the player base is kids, and then all the YouTubers on it, that's their job, they can't just stop, and then the developers aren't the bad guys either. It's just Roblox sucks. Yeah, I've always been on the boat that Roblox isn't a bad game, like a lot of people like to say it is, simply because of the community around Roblox. But in the same vein, Twitch, yeah, Twitch. Twitch is a good platform, but that doesn't stop me from... That doesn't hold back from the fact that the people who run Twitch are not great people either. So it's like, if I had to choose one platform, of course I'm going to choose YouTube, the same way that, even though Roblox would be fun to play, if I don't support the people, why would I play it? Yo, Cakesters, what's good? Welcome back. Gerber, you still haven't said anything about the idea. Are you reading it? Oh. Pillars of Fortune Lava Rising, Skirby, is a modifier on CubeCraft, but you need a rank to activate it. So you can only play it if there's like a ranked person in your game that chooses to turn it on. So Pillars of Fortune Lava Rising would be fun, but I've played it a few times just by chance. Someone activated it on a server. Oh no, kill the zombie! No! They're dead. They're dead. They're dead. They're dead. You have Iron Rank? Yo, you have a rank on CubeCraft? When do you want to do our YouTube short session, Skirby? Oh. Free lead. I forgot about that. Thank you. And I'll take that. Hussein, you think it's boring because you keep rage baiting me, bruh. Maybe later today. I'm gonna need to know what time sooner rather than later, because I got other things to do. I'd have to move around to make time for it, but we can do it. I just need to make sure I have time. Alright, chat, I think we're gonna end off with these walls. What question are we talking about, bruh? You asked for Fiery Zane's Roblox account. That is the last question you asked. The last question you asked was, what is Fiery Zane's Roblox account? So you're whining because I didn't answer that question. When one, it has nothing to do with the stream, and two, Fiery Zane already told you he doesn't have a Roblox account. Chat, I love you guys, but some of you are attention-seeking whores. Incompetency frustrates me, chat. So if you're gonna be in my chat, at least be smart. At least be able to read basic English when people tell you things and then you complain about them not responding. Hey, I'm a realist, Skirby. I need so much more concrete. Oh my lord. I need so much more concrete. The concrete we had covered this much. Alright, I quit, chat. Thank you guys for watching. I might do some material gathering off stream, but I will record it and put it in the video, don't worry. I don't know, I'll decide later.